My name is Liso Mdutyana. I work at the Institute for Economic Justice on issues of debt and budget policy. I also represent the Budget Justice Coalition. So our work really happens in the context of, developing countries seeing rising geopolitical tensions from the great powers. We are also seeing debt distress. We are seeing a lot of countries in Africa, in Latin America, facing very high debt service costs, which of course are taking away resources from what should be otherwise developmental spending. And so our objective really, we have undertook research to kind of make an assessment of what are the root causes of this debt crisis, what are the possible resolutions of this debt crisis, and to also look at the current tensions around financing for climate, which we have called for a just energy transition, which is nationally owned and is nationally led. And what that means for us is that national development banks, so our development finance institutions, play a big role. Our central bank plays a big role in this transition as well. As the Institute of Economic Justice, we want to say we do support the provision of credit, the provision of grants by international finance institutions, by public development banks. But we also want to say it is important that whatever finance is provided, we ensure that the country is able to protect its sovereignty, the country is able to continue respecting human rights. And what that also means is that in any financing of projects, it is important for communities to be involved, to be an intimate part, not just, when things have gone wrong and at the end. We think it's important to some degree that civil society, which has done a lot of research on these issues, on the climate transition, is involved. But in general, we think there should be, safeguards to ensure that whatever transition happens and with whatever financing, it happens in a fair way. The second thing we'd like to emphasize is that these public development banks must provide credit that is extremely cheap and that is affordable for countries. We know as global south countries, we are facing, high cost of capital, which are in some way impeding on the ability, to invest sometimes in things that are not necessarily profitable. So we need these public development banks to provide capital that is relatively cheap, that is large, that is substantial, and that is enough for the transition. And thank you.